Good day. How are you today? I hope you're good. Okay, so are we ready for today's lesson? Okay, so today in agricultural science, we are going to be learning about crops distribution. Our topic today is on crops distribution. Okay, so are we ready to get into today's lesson? Okay, so first we are going to know the meaning of crops distribution. What do we mean by crop distribution? Crop distribution is referred to as crop allocation or crop arrangement. It's a term used in agriculture to describe how different types of crops are planted and grown in a specific area or region. It involves the planned and organized allocation of various crops in a given agricultural area based on factors such as soil type, climate, and market demand. So crop distribution means deciding which types of crops to plant and where to plant them on a farm or in a specific area. Farmers need to consider things like the kind of soil they have, the weather, and what people want to buy. So by carefully planning how and where they grow their crops, farmers can produce more food and make better use of their land and resources. This helps ensure there's enough food for everyone and that farming is done in a smart and sustainable way. So crop distribution is just about deciding which types of crops to plant and where to plant them, the weather condition. Okay, good. So we now know the meaning of crop distribution, right? Okay, very good. So crop distribution and cereal. Cereals are important crops like rice, wheat, and corn. Farmers decide where to grow them based on the land and the weather. The right place. Cereals need different climates. Rice likes wet places, wheat prefers cool areas, and corn grows in warm spots. Soil matters. Some soil is better for cereals. Farmers choose fields with good soil for these crops. Rotation. Farmers change which field they use. This helps keep the soil healthy for cereals. More cereals, more food. When farmers plan well, they grow lots of cereals. This means more food for us, right? So cereals are big part of our meals. So where and how they grow is important to make sure we have enough to eat. The distribution of cereal plays a vital role in sustaining our food needs and maintaining the health of agricultural land. Okay, so crop distributions and legumes. Legumes are important crops like beans, lentils, and peanuts. Farmers carefully decide where to grow them. Soil enrichment. Legumes are known for a special power. They capture nitrogen from the air and add it to the soil. This makes the soil richer and more fertile. Some farmers often plant legumes in fields before other crops to boost their growth. Crop rotation. Legumes are a key part of crop rotation. Farmers change the type of crops they plant in a field each season. Legumes help break the cycle of pests and diseases, making the farm more sustainable. Local preferences. Different places like different legumes. Farmers consider what people in their area like to eat and they grow those legumes more. Nutrition. Legumes are nutritious and provide protein. By distributing them well, we ensure that people have access to healthy plant-based proteins. So crop distribution for legumes isn't just about where they grow, but also how they enrich the soil, help with crop rotation, and provide essential nutrition. Okay, good. So crop distribution and tubers. Tubers are special crops like potatoes, sweet potatoes, and yams. Knowing where to grow them is important for these reasons. Climate fit. Different tubers prefer different weather. For example, potatoes like cooler places. Sweet potatoes do well in warmer areas. And yams also have their climate preferences. Farmers choose where to plant them based on the local climate. Soil types. Tubers need good, loose soil to grow. Farmers select fields with the right kind of soil for these crops. Crop rotation plan. To keep the soil healthy, farmers often change which crops they plant in different fields. Tubers are often included in this rotation. Food supply. Tubers, including yams, are essential food sources, so distributing them well ensures a stable food supply. So choosing where to grow tubers depends on the weather, soil, and the need for a stable food supply. It is important to make sure we have variety of tasty, nutritious crops. Okay? Good. Okay. So crop distribution on tree crops. Tree crops like apple, orange trees are special because they grow for a long time. Here is why it is important to plant them in the right places. Good weather. Each tree crop likes different weather. For example, oranges like warm places and apples prefer cooler areas. Farmers choose where to plant them based on the weather. Right soil. Trees need good soil to grow. Farmers pick fields with the soil that is good for these trees. Space planning. Trees need space because they grow for many years. Farmers plan to give them enough room to grow and make fruits. Long-term food. Growing tree crops is like growing a long-term food investment. Farmers think ahead to make sure their community will have tasty fruits and nuts for many years. So planting tree crops in the right places means thinking about the weather, soil, space, and the future to have delicious fruits and nuts. Okay? Good. So crop distribution on vegetables. Vegetables are yummy and good for us. Here is why it is important to plant them in the right places. Weather match. Different veggies like different weather. Some want warm sun, while others like it cooler. Farmers plant them where the weather is right. Soil selection. Veggies need good soil to grow. Farmers pick fields with the right kind of soil for these crops. Field swap. To keep the soil healthy, farmers change which crops they plant in different fields. Veggies are part of this plan. Fresh food. Veggies taste best when they are fresh. Planting them in the right places means we have lots of fresh and tasty veggies to eat. So growing veggies in the right place means considering the climate, soil, and using smart farming practice to provide us with the variety of fresh and healthy veggies to eat. Okay, so crop distribution and fruits. Fruits are nature's sweet gifts, and they grow is sorry where they grow is important for a few reasons. Right weather. Different fruits like different kinds of weather. Farmers plant them where the weather is best. Good soil. Fruits need nice soil. Farmers pick fields with good soil for these trees. Space planning. Fruit trees need room to grow and make fruit. Farmers make sure they have enough space. All year round. Some fruits grow in different seasons. Planting them well means we can enjoy tasty fruits all year long. Okay? So growing fruits in the right places means thinking about the weather, soil, and space to give us sweet and fresh fruits whenever we want. Okay? So this is on crop distribution, right? So we have learned about how these different crops are planted. Remember, crop distribution means deciding which types of crops to plant and where to plant them. Okay, so we have talked about the different types of crops and where to plant them, right? Good. So I hope we understood this lesson on crop distribution. We did, right? Okay, that is very good. So we are going to be moving on to our assignment. Okay, so we have two assignments, and I'm sure we are going to be able to do them, right? Because on our topic, we talked about them. On crop distribution, we talked about them. Okay, so I'm sure it will be easy for you to do. Okay, good.